The protests, largely organized by youth, were intended to commemorate the June 25, 2024, demonstrations in which over 60 people were reportedly killed. According to the EFF, this year's protests have similarly turned deadly. South Africa's Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, party has condemned the
Kenyan government's handling of ongoing youth-led protests, denouncing what it calls brutal repression and the censorship of independent media. In a statement released Wednesday, the EFF condemned what it termed as escalating authoritarianism, suppression of dissent, and violence targeting peaceful demonstrators marking the anniversary of last year's deadly anti-finance bill protests. The Economic Freedom Fighters EFF condemns, in the strongest terms, the brutal repression of peaceful protesters, the censorship of independent media, the party said in its statement. The protests, largely organized by youth, were intended to commemorate the June 25, 2024, demonstrations in which over 60 people were reportedly killed. According to the EFF, this year's protests have similarly turned deadly. According to the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, at least 8 people have been killed in today's protests alone, the EFF said. More than 400 others have been injured, including protesters, journalists, and even police, many hit by live bullets, rubber bullets, or savagely beaten. The statement also singled out the government's recent move to ban live broadcasts of the protests. The Communications Authority of Kenya (CAK) had issued a directive to media houses to halt coverage, a move that was later quashed by the High Court. This act of media censorship was immediately challenged and suspended by the High Court, but it revealed the government's true intent: to control the narrative, hide its crimes, and rule by fear, EFF noted. EFF spokesperson said the party was standing in full solidarity with Kenya's youth, drawing parallels to their own past support during last year's finance bill demonstrations. This is a generation that refuses to bow, refuses to be silenced, and refuses to accept a future stolen by corrupt elites, the statement read. We call on the Kenyan government to end all acts of state violence and censorship, hold those responsible for the killings accountable, restore full media freedom, and face the people with answers and immediate reforms, not force. The party warned that the Kenyan leadership's current path could have serious repercussions both domestically and internationally. The world is watching, and Africa is watching, the EFF said.